Hey gents, it's Amrasil here. Reejr sent this game file to me, boy, it's probably been a week ago at this point. And I've really been looking forward to seeing it. Real life has been kicking my butt here this last week. There's been a lot going on in the background, so this is the first opportunity I've had to really sit down and watch this. So I wanted to share it with all of you. Reejr is in what is arguably his favorite ship here, the Kamikaze-R, which is, of course, a fantastic ship. It is essentially a, prior to the IJN DD line nerf, equivalent to what the old Kamikaze used to be. I joined the World of Warships game right around the time they were doing the Pearls mission, if you remember that. That's how you could earn a Kamikaze-R. And I had no idea at the time what a great ship it was, or that they would eventually nerf the IJN line. So it wasn't a priority. I think I was a few pearls short of being able to get it, and it just didn't mean anything to me because at that point I probably didn't even know that you could zoom in and zoom out yet. So anyhow, fast forward a little ways and found that the Kamikaze and the Kamikaze, just loved playing those. They were so fun. And then the nerf happened, and the torpedoes were neutered a little bit, and they just weren't the same. So anyway, I don't know whether someone okay, well, he's taken on a Moss. That's an uphill climb for a Kamikaze. We'll see how this goes. Zero spotted now. He's got two DDs chasing him, a Nicholas and the Moss. He's going to have to be careful to avoid getting into hydro range with the Moss. Right now he should be good at 5.3, 5.4 kilometers. Moss is going to smoke up and turn out. So it looks like the torps are going to miss, but the reload rate is so incredible on the Kamikaze. Alright, it's just going to have to accelerate or reverse one to get out of the way. Oh my goodness. Alright, Reejr. An inauspicious start, which would just make your strong finish that much more impressive. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, somebody at Wargaming, after they had said that the Kamikaze wouldn't be available anymore, put it in the store, and it was only in there for a day or two. I don't know whether it was a mistake or not, but it was there, and I grabbed it probably within an hour or so of it hitting the store, and then it was gone, and there really wasn't any fanfare, there were no notices, it was just up there for a very short time and then gone. So anyhow, so I picked up the regular Kamikaze when it was in the store, and was thereby able to get back to playing what was probably the most fun ship to play, which was the pre-nerf Kamikaze, which is more or less the same as the Kamikaze. So all of that is said only to, for those who don't know or who haven't played the Japanese destroyer line, to kind of set the stage, I guess, of appreciation for this ship and how fun it is. I know a lot of people talk about how overpowered it is. Honestly, I don't consider it overpowered. I mean, it has a great torpedo reload. But if, for example, that Moss had just used his hydro and turned in, it would have been very tough for Reejr to stave off that attack, especially with the Nicholas right behind him. So a lot of times it just comes down to, like any other ship, if your opponents don't know how to counter your ship, they're probably going to struggle. And now there's a little bit of mystique about these ships. I know Reejr loves this ship. I do too. Newt, another ICOP, he plays, I think he has all three of the Kamikaze variants. I think he has the Kamikaze, the Kamikaze-R, and the Fujin, which is the same thing with a different paint job. Okay, so getting back to this game, 132,000 potential damage. Am I reading that right? 27 damage on aircraft, which Kamikaze is definitely not known for its anti-aircraft strengths. Alright, so Reejr has fallen back from the Delta cap. Got Leningrad out there on that side now, along with Shores, Dunkirk, Omaha, Sinop, and aircraft from the Ryujo. Now, I'm forced to speculate here that maybe Reejr saw an opportunity at the Alpha Cap because there's not a stealth DD over there. It's the Farragut, and he's kind of playing back off the line quite a ways. What do we got over there? A Prinz Eitel Friedrich, Kirov, Fubuki, Montecuccoli, and a Nagano. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to have some opportunities to land torpedoes on this side that he might not have with the Hydro of the Moss on the other side. It looks like the enemy aircraft are on the 10 line, which is about as far away as they could possibly be from where Reejr is right now. So that's a good thing. That's a huge plus for him. And it doesn't look like there are any enemy ships in the Alpha Cap, so it's a great chance for Reejr to push in, put some fish in people's faces, and maybe secure the cap. Ah, look at that. Farragut managed to take down the Prinz Eitel Friedrich. Good job. Wicked Pete. Reejr's playing cautiously here. Probably a good idea. Kirov is very fast and has hard-hitting 180s. You definitely do not want to get caught by the Kirov in any Tier 5 destroyer. I'm a little surprised the Kirov is maintaining the same line. He's going to definitely pay for it. He knows that there's somebody in the cap. He has to know. And that's going to be it for him. Great job, Reejr. And you will be able to secure the cap. Now, Montecuccoli has range 10 torpedoes that are very slow, but they do have the reach. So if he threw them out, they would be arriving, well, still probably be a little while. They're pretty slow. And my guess is he hasn't thrown them out there. So Reejr's going to get an opportunity here as well. Seconds from being able to secure the cap. Will Montecuccoli come within 7 kilometers? That's kind of the question now. 7.3. It's going to be close. Alright, so swing and a miss on the torpedoes against the Montecuccoli. But Montecuccoli is going to be forced out of the cap, which means Reejr should be able to secure it. I don't think I would sit there broadside like that. I'd probably, well, maybe he's beginning to now. I'd probably start angling kind of the direction that the camera's facing right now, in the hope of spotting Fubuki from my teammates. Montecuccoli has turned around, so Reejr made probably a much better call staying where he was. And I readily admit I will often play pretty aggressively and pay for it. So yeah, those look pretty good. He's smoking up just because of the range of the Montecuccoli. Doesn't look like any of those torps are going to hit, but torps will be back up in 10 seconds, so there will be yet another opportunity in the very, very near future. Okay, now he's going to pay for that. Reejr, don't run out of your smoke, brother. And Fubuki's pushing in too. Alright, now remember, boys and girls, that he's going to be proximity spotted at 2 kilometers. So he is very wisely moving back. Here come the torps from Montecuccoli, and he's going to catch that Montecuccoli. And maybe the Fubuki? Maybe? No. But he can start gunning him down. Great job so far, Reejr. 2 enemy ships sunk. Whoops. But secured the cap, took out a cruiser, and probably because of the fact that he was there, brought the enemy destroyer that way and allowed his friendlies to blap the enemy destroyer. So, great job, Reejr. So, those of you who haven't played destroyers, you'll notice that detection, the range at which your ship gets spotted, is maybe the most important part of playing a destroyer. I tell people, you know, especially when new ICOPs join the team and join us in comp playing DDs, anybody that asks for advice or suggestions, my advice is almost always play the game with never being seen as your goal. It's not going to happen, but and that's not to say just run to one of the map edges and sit there. But 5.4 kilometers is the detection range on the Kamikaze when you have a captain with concealment expert, which I know that Reejr does. And you saw he was skirting that line. And what that does, great job, double strike, awesome. Really great job, Reejr. That was a beautiful thing to watch. So getting back to what I was saying, is you'll notice that he pushed up to 5.5 kilometers and then launched the torpedoes. Now, why did he do that? Well, because the indicator that he's using, and he's not, you'll notice, launching always exactly where the indicator suggests. He's using that as a guide and then kind of helping determine where to launch based on his intuition about what the ship's going to do, the enemy ship. So he got as close as he could to minimize the reaction time of the enemy from the point at which he launched, which is to say that if he launched from 6.9 kilometers, there's more time from the time that he launches until the time that they might make a strike for the enemy captain to change his mind about which direction he's going, regardless whether he sees the torpedoes coming or not. You know, it just creates a bigger gap of time during which the enemy captain might say, oh, you know what, maybe I should go this way. So he got as close as he could to launch, and that really cut down the window of time that the torpedoes were on the water. And as you saw, the enemy captain just kept sailing in a straight line at a steady speed, and blap. Okay, 4 kills, 65,000 damage, a double strike, 2 devastating strikes, 1 cap, and 1 cap defense. That's a pretty strong showing. Still got 5 minutes left in the game. Now the remarkable thing is, and you've probably been watching this, is his team is still behind on points. The enemy Moss is chasing the Ryujo. Of course, we can't see it from here, and I don't want to leave this viewpoint. I imagine he's probably shooting the Ryujo. Maybe not now, with 8 kilometers sight range due to the storm, but Ryujo is running, obviously feels threatened. Dukedausta is moving to intercept the DD. And there is also presumably the enemy Nuremberg in the Charlie Cap. Now there will be in seconds 2 ships in the Bravo Cap. But still, our heroes are roughly 30 points behind. So what to do? What to do? They have to either get a cap advantage or they have to sink an enemy ship to win. Everything stays as is. This will be a loss. And it looks like Reejr's going to go ahead and go around the corner and try to grab Delta, where he started this. Okay, down still 32 points. 4 minutes to go. Spotted by planes. Okay, so the Reds, if they were paying attention, know where he's going. And Nuremberg, 13 hit points. Nuremberg is, I wouldn't even call him a one-shot kill. Somebody just has to throw a beer can in his path and he's going down. Okay, Ryujo is right here. And obviously Reejr smells blood in the water. Detection range is up to 14 kilometers in the storm now. He's smoking up at range 5 to the enemy CV. This is not going to end well for the enemy CV one way or the other. Okay, Reejr held on to one group of torpedoes. Just in case he turns. Probably a good idea. Still down by 24 points. Hard to imagine the CV didn't turn. Oh, but he didn't. He didn't. Well, it looks to me like Reejr being in the Delta Cap and stopping those points from accumulating made the difference. Well, that and sinking 5 enemy ships. But I think even though that he was sunk, him being in that cap for as long as he was, stopped, 4 of the 8 points that would be accruing, what is it, every 6 seconds. Just long enough to give his team the lead. And that looks to have flipped this game in favor of our heroes. So, barring something catastrophic happening, actually, something catastrophic has already happened, and you're probably quite aware of it. The enemy DD is in the Alpha Cap, so his team right now is getting 8 points each time it clicks over, and the friendlies are only getting 4. Well, hot, nasty hippie probably should have turned around and tried to get guns on that Moss, but we'll just see where this goes. Maybe, is it Babatron 3000? Maybe he'll get him with planes. And in the meantime, he's at least stopping those 4 points from coming. And if the Moss leaves that cap without securing it, it's gonna set back, and there it is. So now he's all in on trying to kill the friendly CV, and the friendly team, our team, Reejr's team, is once again able to make up ground in points. With only 37 seconds to go, this is looking like a win. I don't see any way for Moss to catch the Ryujo. If he turns around and tries to get back in that cap, it's not going to happen before our green team gets the lead. There it is. Boy, that was a tough situation for that Moss captain to be in. Yeah, you see their CV captain, his comment there. Great game, Reejr. Thanks a lot for sharing it, brother. Really appreciate it. You played a heck of a game. And thanks everybody who's watching for spending a few minutes with us. Appreciate it a lot, and we'll see you next time.